What's up everyone? Today I'm going to be talking about the Korg OD-S Overdrive, which contains a Nutube. So the Korg OD-S is a pretty special pedal for a couple different reasons. The first of which is you build it yourself. It comes as a kit. The enclosure, the knobs, the switch, the jacks, and the Nutube itself are all they're packaged separately, and you assemble them yourself to make the pedal. This is cool if you want to get a flavor of doing a pedal yourself, but you don't know where to begin, you don't want to deal with sourcing parts and soldering, wiring, all that hairy stuff. You can just buy this, put it together, and it takes about 20 minutes, and you don't need any tools beyond like a socket wrench and a screwdriver. The second thing that makes the OD-S special is that it comes with a Nutube. So the Nutube is a kind of vacuum tube, and it doesn't require as much power as a typical vacuum tube. So you can get a real vacuum tube tone, a real cranked amplifier sound in a pedal, this size. Another nice aspect of the Korg OD-S is that the IC is socketed. So you can see right here, this chip here is in a socket, so you can remove it and replace it with a different op amp to see if you like the sound of a different chip. So another cool thing about the OD-S is that you can set the bias here for the Nutube. So if you crank it in one direction, it will provide less power to the tube, and so you can kind of like add sag to it. So if you're starving the tube of power, when you make a note, it'll kind of bloom into life in a pretty cool way if you want to experiment with that. There are two modes for the Korg OD-S. They are controlled by this little switch in here. It's basically controlling whether there's a bass cut to the sound or not. So the OD-S has 4 knobs. You've got volume, tone, which do pretty much what you'd expect. You have gain, which controls the level of distortion. And you have tube gain. And what that will do is it'll basically controls the amount of harmonics from the tube that wind up in the signal. I recorded a short demo song showcasing the OD-S's capabilities. So I recorded 3 different guitar parts. The first one is a rhythm part played on the neck and middle pickup of my Stratocaster, and all the dials are at noon. The first lead track is the humbucker of my Stratocaster, all the dials at noon. And the second lead track is the humbucker again, and the tube gain and gain knobs are at maximum. Take a listen. On the whole, I'm really happy with the Korg OD-S. I would strongly recommend picking one up if you get the chance, or just trying it out at your local retailer. So I've got a very small number of complaints about the ODS that I thought I should mention. The first of which is that the Nutube itself is a little microphonic. What that means in practice is that if you hit the stomp switch hard, you'll hear a very quiet, high-pitched ringing. For what it's worth, that's not a huge problem in terms of the sound of the pedal. It's very slight, and you really have to give it a good kick to get that to happen. The other thing I would point out is that it is kind of a pain to assemble compared to just getting a pedal off the shelf. That said, it's extremely easy as far as DIY projects are concerned. It's a lot easier than a pedal kit that you might get from StewMac or Pedal PCB or anywhere, really. It's definitely the easiest pedal to assemble that I've assembled. So if you want just a hint of building a pedal yourself, this is a very good option. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Have a good day.